feel like you can be an every down guy at this stage?
Yeah, for sure. Like any injury, we're gonna start on a pitch count. It's a standard for any injury. But my role is to do what they brought me here to do, make big plays. So just leave it at that.
Having gone through the whole camp, just how do you feel right now? How's your body?
Feel good. We're progressing every day. Like what I said before, we're not really trying to reinvent the wheel and throw too much volume at one time. So everything's been pretty good.
Are you superstitious at all? Like, do you not want to talk about how good you feel at all? I mean, I know you have, but like, do you have a limit on that kind of thing?
Nah, I mean, for me, every day that I get up, I have a certain expectation. So it's not really me being superstitious or I don't really know what word to use, but I'm just consistent every day. I'm not too high, not too low.
What do you use to gauge whether you are back to your peak performance? I mean, are there timing that you do? Are things timed, or is it just a feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a good question. Now we use these deals where they put in our shoulder pads, so it kind of monitors the speeds that we go, and yeah, that's a good measurement to see. You want to stay at a steady speed that they clock you at. I mean, tape is a good indication. How you practicing, how you feeling. I never really felt out of rhythm coming back because I stayed here most of the off season, so I work my hands every day. So nothing I really needed to do. It was nothing that I really needed to do to get back except be consistent. And so yeah, one of the measurables is tape, and we track things. So.
How do you feel about just the depth that the edge rusher spots and how you guys can kind of feed off each other and kind of take advantage of the skill set that all the other guys have?
Yeah, it's kind of the MO of this team. Like we really believe in being good up front and being good inside and being good on the edges. And the more that you have, the more depth that you have, the more pressure you're going to put on that quarterback, the more pressure you're going to put on the offensive line to keep up. So we have great talent. I think we'll keep great talent on this team. I'm looking forward to playing with you guys.
Have you started what?
How does this depth compare to years past?
I mean, it's pretty consistent with what they like to do. They like to keep a certain amount, so nothing really changes. For us, it's about the same.
Have you started watching tape of the Lions offensive tackles?
I've been watching tape for a long time.
What do you see from the rookie offensive tackle, Penei Sewell?
Oh, he's good. He's good. He's a rookie. Any rookie is good. I think it's never really, this is me referring to my rookie year. It's never really about what you can do. It's about really adapting to situations that you've never seen before, that you've never been in before. And so for him, everything is new. He's going to have to adapt to and learn things. And this is just standard rookie life. You know what I mean? So, but as far as seeing him on tape, he's very athletic. Of course, he has talent and when you draft him.
Right.
Are you saying basically it's what the adjustments he makes in the game that's going to kind of determine how you approach him?
Nah, I don't really. I see myself like an offensive player, so I don't make adjustments.
You do your thing.
You guys have the depth that you have on the. Does it allow you as not to have to pace yourself? Maybe go more all out, knowing that you guys can roll different.
Say it again.
When you have the depth that you guys have on the line, do you not have to pace yourself as much, knowing that that if I can go all out of these plays and know we're rolling different guys through, and that I don't have to be out there 80-90% of the plays, and I can.
No, you never really wanna. Football is milliseconds, so you don't have really much time to teeter your energy. You gotta go all out every play. So it's just if it requires you to be in better shape, guys don't really think about that honestly. The game will really tell you what kind of shape you need to be in, and you kind of adjust and you kind of really just play. You're playing off instinct anyway, so we don't really think too much about that. If a game requires me to be out there 30 plays, 40 plays, that's that. I don't think a guy really the work that we put in the off season kind of takes care of any rep count that you might have.
What's realistic to think about Nick Bosa can do in his comeback?
Nick is looking really good, man. We're both in the same situations. You don't really want to treat it like anything different. You just want to be consistent every day. You knock off that first play in a long time at practice, you sort of knock that off, and then you do the same thing in the game. Just keep it going play by play.
You mentioned starting off on a pitch count. Obviously, you also have Sampson here, which luxury you guys didn't have last year as far as a really a third edge rusher. Would you imagine possibly staying on a pitch count or having a part-time role? Is that okay with you if that's the case?
I don't really understand the part-time terminology. I mean, we kind of
like splitting snaps with Sampson or something like that.
Oh, I mean, look, this is a defensive line with our style of play. There's really no starter. There's really no type of when we roll in 4 plays at a time. Nobody's really just out there. Not like my 3-4 days. I kind of played every snap. This D-line is a culture of men who all can play, can go start anywhere. So there's really no, it just goes about, if you go about it each play, each game, we got packages, guys have roles. And whatever your role calls for that game, that week, maybe even that year, that's what you want to do. As far as plays, it just all amounts to the game, if that makes sense. You could be out there 30 plays, 40 plays. The play count will always fluctuate.
You were talking about it's a game of milliseconds. You obviously have one of the best first steps. What's the key to timing that perfectly and not, jumping off sides and just having that timing?
There are times, you'll know times where you can jump. You got to really get a good feel for their snap count. It's really all anticipation. You don't do it every snap, but really the key to a get off is all mindset. You got to be locked in on the ball. Your feet got to be on the ground. It's really a mindset. You got to work through mechanics. There are specific mechanics that you want to have going into any pass rush, and you don't want to waste any movement. It's just a lifestyle mindset that you got to constantly think about. You'll just see yourself getting faster each time.
Are you excited to see what you, Nick, and Sampson can do on the field together in certain packages and situations?
Yeah. So it should be very fun, man. We got some stuff down there. It should be fun. We keep talent. We keep talent every year. So I'm always looking forward to seeing what we can do. Because hard work don't always guarantee that you get results. So it's going to be fun to go through our adversity and see our work come into fruition on game day. So it should be fun, man.
Say one more.
I think everyone assumed you got hurt last year against Arizona, but I think Shanahan has indicated you were feeling great. I don't know, starting training camp or whatever. I mean, were you hoping to kind of muscle through the year, and you realized pretty early, obviously, that wasn't going to work?
Yeah. Ironically, that happened last time. I hurt my back too. I tried to tough it out, and that's just something that's a positive for me that really turned into a negative, because really you don't want to keep trying. You only make it worse. And so I put myself in a bad situation instead of handling it and trying to push through. That it kind of worked in reverse for me. So yeah, I tried. Unfortunately, I tried to push through it, and it just didn't. It just backs don't work. The spines don't work. So it's good to be back here though. It took a lot of work. I'll be back here.
Appreciate it, Dee.
Thanks, D.